Hi, good morning. Today we will do into reading 42 in CFA Level 1, which is fixed income elements. So we will look at the various types of bonds that are of uh, widely used. So we have what are called euro bonds. Then you have euro dollar bonds, and then you can also have euro yen bonds. You have foreign bonds and domestic bonds. Let us see how these are different from one another. Now let's come first to the domestic bonds. They are quite easy to understand. If the US government or a US corporate issues dollar bonds in the US, then they become domestic bonds for US residents. And foreign bonds, if say for example, if Oman government issues USD bonds in the US, USD bonds from Oman government issued in the US, even though they are USD bonds, which is the local currency, but because the issuer is a foreign country, is a foreign entity, these are called foreign bonds. You don't call them as domestic bonds. Now let us go to this euro bond. Okay. Now here euro means not the currency euro. These bonds trade in European markets, not in US markets, because the US and European are the major bond markets. Trade in European markets. They can be in dollars or yen or maybe pound, etc. Euro dollar bonds, the word dollar is there. So these are USD bonds that trade in European markets. In European, not US markets. Okay. And Euro yen bonds, because yen is there, they are Japanese yen bonds, not USD bonds, Japanese yen bonds that trade in European markets. So these terminologies, so one should not get confused. They're quite easy, and there are many problems which are based on these things. Okay, and euro bonds, because Europe is a region, it's not one country. More than one jurisdiction. Like so, uh, these bonds they can trade in Germany or in France or Italy, etc. Now let us go to certain types of bonds. So you have plain vanilla bonds where the coupon and principal remain the same toward the holding period or until maturity. Until maturity, the coupon and payment remain the same. You have step up coupon bonds. So these may have fixed or floating rate coupons that increase by a specified margin at specified dates. So step up coupon bonds can be fixed bonds or floating rate bonds. Of course, like floating rate notes, they are FRN or they are called floaters. The coupon will not be fixed, it will be say LIBOR or Euribor plus margin. It's maybe 1% or 2%, and at a particular reset date, coupon reset date. So as the LIBOR goes up, the coupon will go up. As the LIBOR falls, the coupon will fall in absolute terms. So these are floating rate notes. We also have what are called inverse floaters, which as the name says, the coupon decreases as the LIBOR goes up. As the LIBOR goes up, the coupon decreases, and coupon increases as the LIBOR falls. So what is the coupon for inverse floater? C minus L into R. C is the maximum coupon, that is when reference rate, R is the reference rate, that is LIBOR. When R is equal to 0, then this will be 0, so that maximum coupon. L is the leverage of the coupon. So maybe 1.2 or 1.3 or 2 times. R is the reference rate. Inverse floaters, so as the rate goes up, because it is minus, the coupon falls. So as the rate goes up, the coupon paid out falls. Inverse floaters. And you also have a deferred coupon or a split coupon bond. So it pays no coupons for the first few years, but then pays a higher coupon. So it will not pay for the first few years, but it pays a higher coupon because the issuer is not in a position to pay coupon. So usually it happens in restructuring. So you have to wait for say 2 years, 3 years, 4 years with no coupon, then we will pay higher coupon. So this is and we also have index linked bonds where the coupon and principal repayment is linked to some index, maybe inflation index, maybe CPI. So we have in the US what are called TIPS, Treasury Inflation Protected Securities, TIPS. TIPS. So this one, the coupon goes up as inflation rate, as inflation, maybe CPI goes up, and the coupon falls if inflation falls. Treasury. So when you expect, if you think that the economy is likely to face significant inflation growth, then you have to better buy TIPS over plain vanilla bonds. And if you think that the economy is in a deflationary mode, better buy plain vanilla bonds because the coupon will be higher. Then we have bonds with embedded options. These are called bonds having contingency provisions. So we have callable bonds and puttable bonds. Bonds having, so you have what is called straight bonds where there is no embedded option, and embedded option. These can be two types, callable and puttable. Now, callable bonds, the issuer can recall the bonds. Puttable bonds, the bondholder can surrender the bonds. The issuer will recall the bonds after a certain specified period if interest rates drop significantly. On the other hand, a puttable bondholder will redeem bonds on a specified date at a specified price. Even the callable also at a specified price. Specified price if interest rates go up significantly. After that, at the end of that period, go up significantly. So because of the embedded options, so when interest rates fall, issuers may use the call option. They may or may not exercise, When interest rates go up after a particular period, the bondholders can redeem the bonds and use the proceeds to buy higher yielding bonds. So because of these options, the price sensitivity to interest rates changes from that compared to a straight bond. Usually a putable bond is more valuable than a straight bond, which in turn is more valuable than a callable bond in terms of the price. Thank you.